You're listening to MRP, the Metal Robot Podcast.
This episode, we're trying something different than what we've been doing the past few episodes. Instead of spinning the archives wheel of fate, we need to head downstairs. Welcome back down to the Essentials Dungeon. Down here, we dust off some of the old vinyls and CDs to determine if it is essential metal listening, at least once in one's metalhead journey. And obviously, we started off with a very important one that's going to really challenge me in this verdict, in this decision-making process. Right?
You've got desire, so let it out. You've got the power, stand up and shout.
What? Dio? Not just any Dio album. Fucking Holy Diver is on for this one? Come the fuck on. Even I know the answer to this one, and I wouldn't even consider myself a big heavy metal guy. Like, come on. Ronnie James Dio is one of the most famous and most talented metal singers of all time. Even long after he had passed away, I don't think anybody is really questioning the validity of that statement. He was, this is a long time coming. He was an active singer, he was active as a singer dating back to the late 50s with Red Caps, and since then became a huge proponent of rock vocals, leading into the rise of early heavy metal. So much so, he actually jumped in on vocals for Black Motherfucking Sabbath.
So it's on and on and on. It's heaven and hell.
Like, he was essential even back then. Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell album is another one of those essential listens that need to be picked up and blasted through your speakers late into the night to piss off the neighborhood watch. Seriously, it's worth checking out. The Dio era Black Sabbath is a very interesting one for those who have only really listened to the Ozzy era, but seriously, it's worth it. The classic heavy metal sound of Black Sabbath pairs so well with Dio's harsh operatic vocal style that became a gold standard for heavy metal vocals for the rest of all time. And that's even before he went off on his own to form the band for his solo project, aptly named Dio, and dropped what would become one of the most important metal albums of all time, 1983's Holy Fucking Diver. Yeah, D&D fans everywhere just jizz themselves, and for good reason. From the energetic opening of Stand Up and Shout to the anthemic stomp of Holy Diver, and the mystical sound of Don't Talk to Strangers, the upbeat groove of Rainbow in the Dark, and closing out strong with the mysterious Shame on the Night. Dio's solo debut was as strong as one could hope, and then some. Working alongside former Black Sabbath drummer Vinny Peace, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I do apologize. The combo of his grooves and Dio's rocking metal operatic vocal style was a deadly one at best.
Shame on the night.
And I don't even need to mention the rest of Dio's catalog for you here, because we're talking about Holy Diver, but even then, Dio is essential, period. While there isn't really much mention of the album's post The Last in Line from 1984, come on. No one's questioning Dio's catalog is a titan of heavy metal standards on full display. Both Holy Diver and The Last in Line were some of the strongest of heavy metal history. So arguing whether this Holy Diver, the debut album for Dio, is an essential album that any metalhead worth their salt needs to listen to at least once is, kind of pointless if you ask me. It's like trying to argue that Black Sabbath wasn't the original metal band. It may have come from earlier origins, but if there's no Black Sabbath, there's no heavy metal. And if there's no Dio, heavy metal vocalists would never be the same again. I think it's pretty clear here, if you're a metal fan, and especially a metal vocalist, Dio's Holy Diver is an album you need to listen to at least once in your lifetime. Hell, especially if you're a metalhead. I mean, do I even need to mention that a metalcore band like Killswitch Engage covered the song Holy Diver and did it such great justice? I mean, come on. If you haven't heard this album yet, do yourself a favor, dig it up. Seriously, don't hold out on that one. But of course, those are my thoughts. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with the verdict? Who else should we dust off for the Essentials Dungeon next time? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you.
You just listened to MRP, the Metal Robot Podcast.